Hello and welcome to Motors for the Masses. Now, you may remember from a couple of years ago the AJS Highway Star 125 parallel twin engine. Sounded really good, looked really good, ran okay, but was only brought into the country for a year. You may also remember the HYOSUNG GV125 AQUILA, a V-twin 125, and is still available. If you want to go and have a look at the reviews on those, have a look at the links in the description below and you can go and have a view of those videos also. But today we have the love child of those two bikes. So let's roll the intro and get cracking. So let me present the Keeway RKV125. So I've now moved inside because obviously it's starting to rain and it doesn't show signs of stopping. A song about that, isn't there? Something to do with cop porn or something. Anyway, you may recall this bike from my video at the NEC Motor Show in 2022, except then it was a bender. But now it's no longer a complete bender, just a bit of a bender. See? The engine is a V-twin 6-valve liquid-cooled one that develops 13 brake horsepower and 10.6 pounds-foot of torque, with a 6-speed box, meaning top speed is around 65 miles per hour, but we'll find that out later. Oh, and they are very proud of the fact that it's made in China! The bender front forks are upside down, with dual rear shocks, combined brake system with a 295mm front disc, and a 245mm rear disc, 17-inch wheels on the front and back, with a 120 front tyre and a 140 rear, using Yuanxing rubber. I am a little disappointed at the use of mild steel exhaust rather than stainless, but at the moment that's the only downside I can see. The fuel tank is a whopping 19 litres, and the bike is just over 2 metres long, 800mm wide and 1.2 metres tall. Seat height is only 700mm. Now I am 5'10.5" with a 31.5-inch inside leg. And I am extremely comfortable on this. Really good reach for me. My legs tucked nicely in the curve of the tank here. Really good controls, nice and easy to get to. Obviously that's the brake, so I wouldn't be doing that, but you know what I mean. Really good quality. It feels nice and solid. I think this is absolutely fine for anyone who's shorter than me, because I mean, look at how much of an easy reach I've got. You know, if I sat back here, if I was a bit taller, I've still got really good reach. I'm really impressed with the feel and the riding position at this moment in time, and overall I think it's a very good looking bike. I love the teardrop shape of the tank. These wheels are phenomenal, really good design on those. Everything looks pretty solid. I mean, look at that. really nicely crafted, very nice indeed. Nothing is cheap and nasty, nothing is weak and flimsy. The swing arm is a generic swing arm, but it looks decent enough. The welds look good. Everything is very flush, nothing looks cheap or sticking out, or there's no knobbly bits or anything hanging off. It does look really nicely put together. Really impressed with the way it looks. It's got what the Highway Star was lacking, and that is the V-twin engine, and what the HYOSUNG was lacking, and that's the looks, because that HYOSUNG GV AQUILA 125 had that weird gap and that bobber look. But I think it's really nailed the looks quite nicely indeed. The mirrors are quite nice. We'll see how they fare when we're on the road. I did notice this one turned up cracked, but another one's on its way, so no drama there. These things do happen, as they say. Switch gears again, nice quality. You know, they're pretty simple, but they feel good quality. They don't feel like those cheap generic ones you get on a lot of bikes. They do feel really sturdy. They don't wobble around. I mean, obviously you've got a little bit of give in that one because of the throttle, obviously, but this one, you know, really solid, really nice, lovely switches. They do feel really good quality. The fuel cap, again, nothing feels cheap, like it's going to rust or fall apart quickly. No, I'm very impressed with the way it's put together at the moment. Very impressed indeed. Apart from the mild-tiered exhaust, I don't know why people keep doing that. I mean, I suppose you could argue that a stainless steel exhaust wouldn't look right on this bike, because obviously it's got that dark, mysterious bobber look going on. They come in two colours, so you've got the red and the black. And the black with the black and the black and the black and the black would look awesome. But I love this sort of candy, metallic-y, is it metallic? Red, a little bit metallic. Yeah, I think the red complements it nicely because it's only the tank and nothing else. Everything else is black. I suppose the other thing I could complain about really is this sticker. That's a bit sort of, other than that, I've got nothing negative at all. Very impressed with the way it looks. Lovely design. The radiator and the way that flows down there, again, very similar to the HYOSUNG. It's just really nicely put together. I'm very impressed with it. The forks look big and sturdy. The yokes are nice, good quality, chunky yokes. Even the brackets and the little caps you get on the nuts on here is a nice touch. No, very good. Very nice. Obviously, we'll see what time does to it. But as with everything, a lot of it is how you look after a bike. And that is very telling of the rider as to whether they just abandon it or actually clean it and look after it. But anyway, we're looking good so far. With a wet weight of around 170 kilos, we will find out how that translates on the road and whether that interferes with the top speed and the acceleration. But that does make for a nice chunky solid bike, and it doesn't feel very heavy because a lot of the weight is all low down and spread out quite nicely. So let's have a look at the lights. LED, of course. I do like that. Nice little circle light there, and we'll start it up and have a listen, and you can see the lights at the same time and the indicators. Fuel pump. Nice lights. LED, very nice indeed. Indicators are a normal bulb, I believe, aren't they, or the LED in there? Hard to see. Let's have a look. Can't see now. Oh, it's one LED by the looks of it. So let's have a look around the back. Great looking LED light there, and brake light, indicators, quite nice as well. Let's have a little rev and see what it sounds like. Well, it sounds like a 125 V-twin. And what I mean by that is it does sound a little bit like Monsieur HYOSUNG has given it a slap. But other than that, it does sound better than your average single-cylinder 125. It's a little bit deep, it's a little bit throaty, and it's not a bad sound at all, albeit quiet. But then again, it is 2023, and that's what it's all about apparently. But there you go, it doesn't sound too bad at all. I like the deep low sound of an exhaust. It's quite subtle, it's quite oh, let's just be honest, it's too quiet, isn't it? But isn't every single bike these days too quiet? However, let's see what it sounds like when I'm out on the road, and we'll certainly see what it rides like.
Quite smooth in its pickup. Weather's a bit rubbish today, so I apologise if it's windy. Nice and gentle to start with, and initially it's a fantastic result for the mirrors. I've got about 98% visibility, so that's nice. Riding position is lovely. Very comfortable, very easy. Not really a stretch for the handlebars, they're quite nicely positioned. I can, however, alter them back a little bit if I need to, but it's okay for me. Quite a nice sound. Very well balanced. Very easy. I like this so far. Very simple to ride. Very serene. I am wearing my new Lightning Storm jacket today. Nice and warm, very cosy, very comfortable. If I do say so myself, because it is obviously my own design jacket. But yeah, impressed with the jacket, impressed with the bike. Oh, it's nice and smooth. Let's see what it's like on a bit of a run in a second. Very easy to reach for the gears. Easy, simple, smooth gear change. Very simple. Good brakes. Good reach on the brakes as well. As in, I can reach the rear brake lever nicely, and the front brake levers nice and accessible. Nice light clutch. Lovely note to the exhaust. As per a lot of bikes these days, third and fourth are very close together. In fifth gear at 40 miles an hour doing 6,500 RPM. Sixth gear 40 miles an hour, 5,750 RPM. Quiet, it's very comfortable, feels nice and smooth on the road. Great visibility, obviously, because I've got nothing in the way. Handlebar width feels just right. Over the knobbles and bumps, the suspension feels good as well. A very joyous, relaxing ride at the moment. Didn't think, to be honest, it would be anything different. I had good expectations, and I have to say my expectations have been met as far as ride and comfortability and smoothness has been concerned. Great gear change. Easy to put your foot down. Good sound as that pulls away. I have to say, the exhaust sounds a lot better whilst you're riding than it does standing still. A nice note to it. at the moment there's nothing to dislike about it. What will be a tell will be the speed it gets up to. Now obviously, being a new bike, I can't thrash it. One thing that was a little bit confusing to start with when we're putting this bike together, bearing in mind it comes pretty much full formed, you have to put the handlebars, front wheel, brakes and the instrument panel on, and that was the bit that was a bit confusing, because initially we put this bracket with the instrument panel up here where you think it should be, but then it's upside down, so this is the only way it can go. And at first we thought, oh, that's a bit low, a bit far back to the tank there, but actually it works really well. It's nice and out of the way, it doesn't get in the way of anything here, so it's not going to catch it on anything. Very visible, very easy to see. Now one thing to note, being a 125 V-twin, they are not ridiculously fast on acceleration. Not at all. But it's not that style of bike, you know, this is not the style of bike where you want lightning quick acceleration. It's not a sports bike, it's a low down, smooth cruiser. And that is what it does really well. Comfortable, smooth cruising, great sound, comfortable. I've said that many times because these switch gears are nice and easy to use, and they feel good quality, nothing's clunky and cheap. Handlebars are lovely to manoeuvre around, nothing stiff. Everything is light. As I say, you pull away, you get a nice note from the exhaust, but it's not fast. I must imagine once it's run in, that will improve. Because I am being serene in my riding at the moment. Oh, I like that little burble as you pull away. Ooh, yes. It's very enjoyable, actually. Do I have any criticisms at this point? No, I don't think I do. Let's see what the balance is like at low speeds. No need to put my foot down. Very good balance. Okay, let's see if it gets up to 60 easily enough. Again, I'm not thrashing it. As you can hear, third to fourth is very close together. Up to 47, 50. Like a lot of these engines, once they run in, give a bit more oomph in each gear, it will pick up better. But for now, 55 quite happily. Once this is run in, that'll definitely do 60 and hopefully 65 I should say. We're at 55 now, so what I am going to do is turn around and have a run back. So I'm not going to thrash it, but I'll do a little bit more revs in each gear and see where that takes us. Tiny bit of buzz in my right foot, but other than that, that goes at a certain speed. Excellent gear change. So we're up to 55 at the moment. So with the running engine, that will do 60, no problem. slow manoeuvres, easy. Yes, no problem at all.
So there you go, what did I think of that? Well, it's a very smooth, comfortable ride. It's a nice bike to ride. Everything feels in the right place. It's relaxing, it's smooth. I've got no issues with it whatsoever. The sound when you're out on the road is actually a lot nicer than it is sitting idle, so no problems with that either. However, the only thing I will say at the moment, whilst it's running in, it only does 55, but don't be alarmed by that because, again, I'm not thrashing it. It's only just going on the road. So what I don't want to do is ruin the engine or ride it like I stole it, because I haven't. However, I cannot see this being a problem running at 60 or even 65 once it's run in. And just like the HYOSUNG, that's about all it'll do, but it'll do it very well and very comfortably. And let's be honest, with this sort of style, you're not really looking at doing mega speeds anyway. It's a nice relaxing cruiser. And that is what it does really, really well. Well, price-wise, $3,449 on the road with a 2-year parts and labour warranty. So it's reasonably priced as well. And I think it looks and sounds and rides fantastic for that kind of money. And that's all I've got time for this video. So please like, subscribe and share this video and all the other gubbins I usually say, and click the notification bell as well, and come back again very soon because there'll be a lots more coming also. So until next time, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye bye. What was that about? Bye bye.